Hello YouTube, welcome back to another game of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. This is going to be another best of 5 from the round of 32 from the Dreamhack 2016, which was held at the end of January. This is going to be between Elazer and his opponent State. So let's begin with this game very quickly. So on the top left hand side here of Ulrena, we have got Elazer spawning as the green Zerg. Now Elazer is part of Team True eSport and he is also from Poland. Now his opponent is going to be a Protoss player spawning as the red here, and his name is State. State kind of has a hint of where he's from in his name, and that is the United States. He's currently teamless according to Team Liquid Wikipedia, so that is definitely something to note. And let's see how our players begin off here. So quite interestingly enough, Elazer not going for anything here, so he is going to be going for a hatchery pretty much straight away off the bat here, before even bringing out a drone and, the Overlord here for the extra supply. So that's definitely interesting to note. Let's see what we've got in the Protoss base. Just one gas being put down. In fact, he's only got 2 workers on it as well, so that's a little bit peculiar as well. And let's see, he's building up his gas, so he's going for an expansion at this point, I would say as well. Probably not expecting any sort of all-ins or very early aggression. He's already seen what's exactly inside Elazer's base. He sees the timing of the spawning pool, which I'm going to confirm. Did he see that indeed? Yes, he did. So of course he's going to know what's going on here. Now, I've just a quick question of the series. I'm going to introduce a recent one that I've already done already. What is your favorite pro player? So I've asked this, I would say probably about maybe 20-30 videos ago. So I hope you guys don't mind me asking it again. But yeah, I do need to make up a bunch of questions to ask during the series, which of course sometimes might be repeated. So leave your comments in the comment section. I would very much appreciate that. Looks like we've got a second gas coming out here from Elazer, so that's definitely interesting. That means he's probably going to go for some sort of tech right now. And seeing the fact that he's only got one gateway, I would almost imagine that this is going to be a Stargate. So let's see if that's exactly what's going to happen here. What is going on in Elazer's base? Currently got metabolic boost, no gas being mined whatsoever, or harvested even in this case. So looks like he's going just for a bit of macro. Probably going to open up with another expansion here, which is actually exactly what he's doing. Another gateway being thrown down by State. Now this is going to be spotted pretty much immediately. So State is going to know exactly what's going on here. Looks like putting down a pylon. This is probably just to prevent any sort of early aggression. So again, he's delaying the inevitable of the Zerg forces moving straight into his base. And just a note as well, I'm going to be probably streaming everything that I do on my recordings so far. So it'll be streamed and then it'll be uploaded as an edited video, you know, with like a final production like my usual videos do. So just a note, and I do see somebody asking on the chat, you know, if the chat is working. It is working, but just a note, I'm not going to be responding to any questions or anything until after each cast. So in between videos I will be responding to any messages you have, so just to keep that in mind. I'm not ignoring anybody. I am just basically just focusing on the cast itself. For Roach Warren coming down here from Elazer, definitely something to note. 3 bases means he's possibly going to do some sort of Roach timing push. Does have 2 gases right now, which means if he pops up a 3rd one, it's definitely going to be some sort of Roach Ravager play. And we'll see, of course, how that plays out. He's being very cautious. He does have a Spore Crawler in one of his bases already. Now, looking at State's side, he did have 2 gases quite early. So I would have assumed that he would have gone for the Stargate, but didn't opt to go for that. Oh, okay, I see. So instead of the Stargate, he's been saving gas pretty much for a Dark Shrine. So this is going to be some sort of sneaky shenanigans going down here. Let's see what a State is going to do now. Just to note, there's a proxy gateway here. And a bunch of queens as well, right up the front here. So halfway across the map already with the queen. This pylon going to delay this by just a little bit, overcharging it just to scare off whatever's there. Now these queens would be able to handle that quite easily. Now just to note, there was a patch which was applied just very recently. In fact, I believe I downloaded it today. So that patch is not going to be effective in this one. This was held at the end of January. I think it was something like the 26th or something like that. So just to note, that's not going to be effective here at all. there wasn't really that much significant changes there. I think there was a nerf to overcharged pylons, and there was also a nerf to adept. So, you know, it's a bit of a kick in the balls for the Protoss, but not a huge thing. So there we go, the timing push coming down here. There's actually queens as well, so this is kind of looking like an absolute, not so much an all-in, but a very, very aggressive push here. If he loses a lot of these queens, he would be in quite a terrible position. So there we go, overcharge is going down. Now, just to note, army supply is very, very heavily favouring Elazer right now. He's got 46 to 20, which means that if this aggression goes on, actually look at that, the Dark Templars right in here. This was looking pretty grim for State, but then with these Dark Templars in position, this might just go in the other direction. And oh my god, he's managing to take out so many of these units. Is there an Overseer on the way anywhere around here? I don't actually see it. So these Dark Templars just going to have absolutely havoc on these queens. And that is actually quite a huge loss. I mean, he hasn't been able to respond to it. And you know what? Let's have a quick look. There's not even... Oh my god, this is absolutely deadly right now. There was never a layer prepared for this. So Elazer in so much trouble right now. So these depths going to possibly do... snipe off this hatchery, which actually would be a bit more significant than you think. I mean, he did get this hatchery up just to get the economy rolling, but now that he doesn't even have that anymore, you know, I think he would have even been able to move in here even further, do a bit of damage, maybe snipe off a few more workers. Overseer is going to be in place, after which these Dark Templars are no longer going to be that useful. And there we go, the aggression moving back down. Still has a hugely favoring army supply. The only thing is he doesn't have the huge army, the huge supply, not supply, a huge economy boost that he did before. So 19 to 48 workers right now for Elazer. I think that State, believe it or not, it's actually in quite a good position despite the fact that he was about to be overrun at the very beginning of this game. And now there's Dark Templars in the fray. There's also an Overseer overhead, so gonna have to be very, very careful with how he engages with them. He needs to use them with his force, otherwise they will very, very quickly get sniped off. So let's see the huge engagement going down here. Blinkstalker's moving straight in here as well, and State just going straight all in into these units. I don't think he's scared of them whatsoever. He does have some corrosive biles going down, blocking them, and Elazer. GG's out. State takes game number 2. Very well played here, I have to say. Holding off against that with Dark Templars. Quite clutch gameplay here. That is pretty much that for game number 1. And that is pretty much that for game number 1 between Elazer and State. Very well held off here with by State with all of those Dark Templars. I have to say, very, very good gameplay. So that's pretty much it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, leave it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll leave you with a comment question of the series, which is, what is your favorite StarCraft Pro player? Leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in game number 2.